Okay, everybody, welcome back to my cooking show. Y'all keep asking me to show y'all what I cook. You know, my mother was a chef at the Holiday Inn for 40 years, and I miss her every day. But she taught me a few things, and she also taught me sometimes you have to wing it when you don't have all of the ingredients. So today I'm going to make my cornbread the way I make it because it's delicious. Trust me, I didn't get this size for nothing. Well, anyway, today on the show I'm going to be making homemade cornbread. And since I live alone, I'm going to be making muffins so I can take some on the road with me or share with my neighbor, the old lady I play bingo with. So today I'm going to be making homemade cornbread muffins my way, okay? So as you can see, I have my little pan here, and I am going to first preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Get that going, and now the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to add a cup and a half of cornmeal. Okay, this is my cornmeal. I'm going to add a cup and a half. There's one. Okay, of cornmeal. So now we've got that going. What I'm going to add next is a cup and a half of pancake mix. I use pancake mix flour. Instead of flour, I use the pancake mix. I just dump that right in there, like that. This is gonna be so good, y'all. I make it all the time. Even when I'm just having a snack in the morning with just coffee or something, I'll grab a cornbread muffin, and that'll be good for a couple of hours. Then I'm going to add a little over 3/4 cup of sugar, because I like it sweet. You can have it salty or sweet. My mother always made it sweet because she knew we would eat it. We have put a little baking powder in it. Okay. A little salt. And I don't use butter. I use margarine because that's what my mother used to use. So I'm going to put this little margarine in there. It's about 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons. No, tablespoons of margarine. Okay. And that's how it's looking so far, y'all. I'm starting out. And this is my cornbread muffin that I will be using. So I will have 6 muffins and maybe a little bit more left over. And I will take some over to my neighbor. And I take cream and I add water to it. And this is how much a glass full I would put in to make my cornbread. Okay? So a full glass. And then I just mix it up. So y'all can do it the way y'all want it. I do it the way I want it. I'll show you the consistency that you should have once you do all that. So thank you guys so much for joining me here. Sometimes you can fry bacon up really crispy. My mother used to do that sometimes and put cracklings in the cornbread. I'm not putting any of that in tonight because I don't eat a lot of pork. So, but you can usually fry bacon strips up or the thick pieces of bacon until it gets really crispy in the oven and then crumble it up in the cornbread. It's delicious. It's really delicious. But I don't eat much pork, like I said. So this is what the consistency should look like. Okay. As y'all can see, I didn't make no adjustments because I'm usually pretty good with the eyes. My my mother never measured nothing. She just put it in the bowl and kept going. Now that I've got my cornbread batter there, y'all see? Okay. Now, because I want my cornbread like a cake consistency, so I took a little bit of the margarine and I put it on the back of a spoon. So what I'm going to do now with that spoon is and since I live alone, these are usually enough for me for a couple of days. But since I always share with my neighbor, because she's very kind to me, she always thinks about me when she goes out and buys stuff. So, and we play bingo together a lot. So we try to help each other out and do what I can. But anyway, she liked me anyway. She thinks I'm funny. I'm funny. And she's like, you're very funny. She's a little Chinese lady. She's like, you're very funny. She thinks I'm funny. I hope she ain't looking for a boyfriend because it'll be over. Well, anyway, now I just rub that around in there. The margarine. Like that. Okay. Oil those pans up real good. Now, what I do is I take this and I put it in the oven and let it heat up real good. And I'll be back to show y'all the finished product. Okay? Oh, no, I'll stick this one out and let this heat up, and then I'll let you see me putting the cornbread in the muffin pan, and then I'll come back after it's all done and show you the finished product. So thank you guys so much for supporting Pronoun TV and the Stephanie Stevens Show. We're doing good. We're happy. We're trying to keep this going. You guys got me doing so many different things, and my agent, she's got me all over the place, and I'm doing lots of stuff and meeting lots of interesting people. This is great. Took a little bit to get me moving, but now they got me moving. Oh, here comes the hurricane. Well, anyway, now let's see. Oh, that's done already. So now that my margarine has melted, we're going to take our cornbread. I'm going to get. Usually most people would take ice cream scoop and do it. I do it this way. I just take a regular spoon here. I take a regular spoon and I put it in. These will be nice and fluffy and delicious. Okay? So just take your little scoop like that. Put them in. Okay. So we're only going to have enough for these 6 muffins here. So we're going to fill these up. Alrighty. Don't waste food. Today's economy, you can't waste food, so try to get as much of it as you can off of there. Okay. Now you take your pan, just shake it a little bit like that. You know, see that? These are gonna be fabulous, okay? Clean the side of the pan off. And let's get these into the oven. These will be my cornbread muffins, okay? They're gonna be delicious, big and fluffy. For about 30 minutes, And I'll be back, okay, to show y'all the finished product. Thank you so much for joining us here on Pronoun TV and the Stephanie Stevens Show. Today we're making homemade cornbread muffins.